What is going on, guys? Hopefully you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel, and in today's video I have 5 pickups and 3 drop-offs. One of those 3 drop-offs is a return. They filled it up and quickly realized over the weekend that, oh dear, we actually need several more dumpsters. We didn't really anticipate this much stuff. So I am coming fresh off of getting back from JunkCon. It's Monday morning. I got up at about 5. I ran about an hour away to pick up the first can or dump trailer, and grabbed that. I just dumped it. I dropped it off. I'm now headed to pick up my smaller 15-yard dump trailer, and then dropping that off, and then thankfully the other 17 that I've got dump trailer, it's already in the center of town, and I'll be able to just very quickly go dump that and bring it back. So coming off of JunkCon, I have a laundry list of things that I want to implement into the business. Mostly they're smaller things that you probably already knew, things that I should probably already have done, but I'm just going to do them. I'm just going to one by one hunt them down and knock it out. I am going to be getting into junk removal, and that's going to be a slower process as well, but it's going to happen. I'm not just going to talk about it. I am going to put action to my words. So I am in store for a long day today, at least the kind of clean up after the weekend. I'm grateful for such a heavy weekend, and I had up to 4 people actually help me while I was gone at JunkCon. I had 8 rentals between the technically 5 dumpsters, and boy oh boy am I grateful for friends and people willing to rescue me when I could have blocked out those days on DRS for my inventory system, but for whatever reason I didn't. I had people who kind of picked up the pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and get over to the second dumpster to grab, and then we'll see how long it takes me to pick up 5 and return 3. All right, so I got this all loaded up here. 2 of 5. This is by far my largest, or gonna be hopefully probably my longest day. So we will get going here. Thankfully, I've got my auxiliary fuel tank, and we should be good to go. So I am empty with my 15 cubic yard dump trailer. I am headed to the drop-off for this second dumpster, and I'm about 2 miles away. And I started to panic because I realized, wait a second, this looks all too familiar. This is exactly where I just dropped off the first dump trailer. Did I plug in the wrong address? In DRS, you can go to the different view setting to see all the pickups or drop-offs. And then I realized, wait a second, this is the same county road, but it's just further down the road. And so 2 customers, both of my dump trailers on the same exact road, literally about 2 mile and a half apart from each other, and but it's technically 2 different cities. So that's a little interesting to have both of them on the same road. They're never really that close, or that I don't know what you want to say. Such a closer knit area, but all that to say, that does bring up a point that I do want to bring out, and that'll have to wait. As I am approaching the drop-off, I will hop back in the truck and I want to share with you something that I did kind of pick up from JunkCon that can apply to dumpsters as well. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm pulling away from this 15 cubic yard. They have way more junk, massive pile to clean up. It's probably at least a 30. It may be even an additional at least half of a 15 after that. So that should be interesting. I said I'd give them a little discount just for, same day drop off. I can come pick it up and get it dumped before, the end of the day, and they can fill it up again if they need to. So yeah, so that's cool. Maybe an additional one today. But to get back on topic here, something that I learned at JunkCon, or something that's practiced by mainstream companies that really have their head in the game, is just the idea of in a small area or radius, targeting specific radiuses throughout the year. So if you were to, search your city or whatever radius you're willing to go, to specifically target and advertise to people in certain zip codes, or maybe even neighborhoods. One of the things that I believe his name was Sam or Scott, I think it was an S, he had mentioned he's got a $10 million company, $10 million in 1 year, which is a hair more than mine by a couple light years. What he had mentioned was they would even do specifically mailers, even door hangers, as well as they would do convoys. So this is, I think, one of the last things you would want to do, but you would still do it, is having multiple trucks, multiple whatever you have, running in an actual convoy. A convoy being more than one dump trailer driving in a certain route during maybe rush hour time periods, getting as many eyeballs as possible, because that is such a unique situation. That is such a different type of thing. Having running those types of routes, that's pretty unique. You're not, you are spending money, whether paying somebody to drive with you, your other vehicle, that's wear and tear on everything, the labor to do that, all that, the fuel, of course, but just really saturating one area, one neighborhood, whatever that looks like for you, and literally every month or every quarter hitting a new target area. So you're just absolutely pounding one certain part of your city and then moving on to the next. So for those people who live in that area, who see you by the mailer, in person, doing a whole bunch of work, or giving the appearance of a lot of work, you're getting your eyeballs. It's not free advertising, of course, but it's getting a lot of eyeballs, really ingraining in their mind. I've heard a bunch of people talk about how it takes 7 times before a customer will most likely pull the trigger and go with you for your service, buying your product, whatever that is. So if they see you driving around town, if they do see your ad online, that'd be great. If they see you driving past their neighborhood, all over the place, the more you can just be ingrained into their mind, the better. And I just thought that was really, really interesting. Not necessarily just trying to hit the entire town, and maybe you do have some other ads or something going on that does cover the whole city, the whole area, the whole radius. Cool, great. But maybe you do a little bit more intentional targeting in a certain area. And obviously, the area that you target should be a place that you know, they would actually probably have money, extra discretionary income, for one, to buy all the extra junk that they probably have sitting in their house, and then two, to then pay you to drop a dumpster at their location, at their house, to then pay to be able to load it all up and get all that extra stuff out of there. So targeting the specific places that you already know they probably have money, they are spending money, a higher income, you know, area to go after, and really finding the right kind of customer for you. So there's a lot more in depth than that. I did take quite a bit of notes, but I just wanted to share that. I was thinking, like, man, it's on the same road, same area, a mile and some change away from each other, and I didn't even try to do that on purpose. What if I did try to do that on purpose, but in a closer area even to me? This is a little further away. Ideally, I'd love to do it, you know, within, you know, less than 5 miles or something. This is a hair past that. But at your lowest operating cost for time, for fuel, for wear and tear, at the right price, but you're saturating that closer area. You are picking and choosing who your customers are. How awesome is that? Like, that's pretty cool. So maybe you've thought of that, maybe you've been doing that. It's somewhat news to me. It makes sense. It's kind of a duh if you hear it, but can you honestly say that you have been practicing that? You have been doing that this entire time? I can't say I have. That is for sure. So I think I'm going to be taking some steps going in that direction. Well, it's a beautiful thing. Dropping this off after getting it dumped. And they'll have to put that back in there in a minute. But being able to get this third one dropped, I did just have a customer call me and said they needed a 10-yard for tomorrow. And I said, you know what, honestly, it would probably be more convenient to me to drop it off ahead of schedule today. I'm not going to charge you any extra. So I've got technically the two, actually no, about 3 today, and then 1 for tomorrow, and then I've got a few for this weekend already. So things are starting to pick up. Monday mornings are a pretty big call day, so I expect probably a handful more, maybe even today, getting this going. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this finished at the drop. I've already texted the customer and let them know, hey, it's already dropped off again, so we should be in business. I have not been able to actually record as much as I really wanted to, especially here at the dump today with the new truck. Basically the entire city trash service and everybody and their brother is here. Usually Mondays are busy, but this is incredibly busy today here. So I did get, since before, I did get another phone call. Somebody is needing possibly a dumpster tomorrow, maybe even 2. So we'll see how that goes. It's another 10 cubic yard, one that they're needing. So finally, again, more and more payoff for these 10 cubic yard cans, and it's a little further away, so there'll be a little bit more of a fuel surcharge for that. But yeah, he seems ready to roll. Just need to figure out the timing of when they actually need it, and we'll be able to make it happen for him. So pretty exciting, good stuff. So we are dropped off. As of right now, I've picked up 4 dumpsters. I've dumped all 4, and then I have my last one for the day is picking up my other 10 yard and dumping that, and then taking it right next door to my storage place. So I should be done for the day at that point. unless somebody else calls and wants that one as well. We're ready to roll here. Also, I guess I did have a last minute issue with a current customer. They needed something else, and I was completely booked out, like I said, over the weekend. And I said I do have a flatbed older truck that we could maybe throw some stuff on there on the bed and, you know, make that work. And they said yes, deal. So I have a full flatbed truck. I'm gonna need somebody to drop me off there to pick it up. But I have a truck to be, you know, dumping off as well. A bunch of appliances and stuff like that. So shouldn't be too crazy, but pretty exciting to basically have everything. Even this Monday, you know, already rolling out. Mondays are kind of historically the lowest of the week compared to the weekend, and, you know, Friday, Thursday, Friday going into that. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back, get that 10 yard and get it dumped, and then get it ready for the next customer. Well, here we are. My brother's in town, and I'm gonna be having some dinner with him and my buddy. We're gonna smash some Chinese food here. This isn't how I really planned out the video, but it's been a long day. This is the most amount of, you know, constant front end of the business work that I've ever had to do. 5 pickups and 4 drop-offs. I also just got a text from my roofer, my main roofer guy, and he said that I'm gonna bring you in here. He said that he needs one for tomorrow. So the one that's dropping, the 10 yard that's dropped today, that's actually for tomorrow. And then I have the probably the 15 yard he'll want, the smaller one. I've got that ready to be picked up. That customer already called me and said it's all good to go, you can grab it. So I'll have 2 technically tomorrow, but I only have to drop off 1. And man, I'd like to think that, oh man, this is the start of dumpsters constantly being rented out, and that would be nice. But the reality is here, and I do have to start thinking about winter. Winter's coming. Actually, when I was dropping off, I don't know if you can see it on the video, when I was dropping off the other 10 yard, that one, while I was there, it was literally snowing. There was literal snow, very, very lightly, dusting was coming down, and I'm thinking, residential customers, I may be squeezing in a whole bunch of loads here right now, but the reality is that residential customers are going to be dropping off to a certain degree in the nearer future. So it is what it is. Time is of the essence. Trying to get as much as I can while the getting is good. And just kind of planning for winter time with dumpsters, but also looking to really beef up and start really is the word, to start the junk removal side of things, because I'm assuming, you let me know down in the comments below, wintertime being the season of the year where customers don't want to be out in the very cold weather, snow on the ground, picking and clearing things up if they have to. Maybe I can do that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna smash some food with my bro and my best friend, both of my bros, and it should be a good time. With all that being said, oh, there he is. With all that being said, hopefully you have a great day today. Stay safe, guys, and God bless.